Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
Pepsi Prebiotic Cola in original and cherry vanilla. That Pepsi taste you love with no artificial sweeteners and 3 grams of prebiotic fiber. Pepsi Prebiotic Cola. Unbelievably Pepsi.
I'm Nina Concepcion.
I'm Catherine Bourne-Taylor.
And we are obsessed.
Obsessed is a comedy podcast about your hyperfixations, the ones that keep you up at night, hijack your group chats, or send you down a rabbit hole.
Each episode, we deep dive. Sorry, I tried to do it without looking.
Whenever you try, that's when.
Okay, let me try. Each episode, we deep dive and unpack the niche interests you just can't get your mind off of. No obsession is too weird when you're among friends.
Good job. Well
One day, we are going to just be able to rattle that off.
Yeah, I can memorize like 8 pages in 2 hours, but I literally can't do that intro without my hand being held.
We just can't. We can't. Oh my God. Okay, what are you I'm so excited to talk about what I'm obsessed with this week.
Really?
Yes. What are you obsessed with this week?
Okay, I am really obsessed with the new BTS album.
Ooh.
Arirang.
I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet.
I know.
On the pod. We need to do we should just do, I mean, it's so overwhelming to be like, we should do an entire episode on BTS.
I know, and there's so many people who are like actual scholars of BTS.
I'm a little scared.
I am a really big fan of BTS. I got tickets to see them in September. My sister's coming down. And we're going to go. I'm so excited.
What stadium?
I mean, SoFi. And this is a huge, huge deal. I can't believe it. But, and I think it might be their last North American show.
Wow. On the tour?
Yeah, on the tour. It's really exciting. But so after being in the South Korean army, they staggered. So like one of them will be out and the rest will be in, etc. But basically they've been on a 2-year hiatus as a group. Crazy. And they came back with this album called Arirang. And it's just really, I'm really proud of them.
Wow.
Like I'm really happy for them. They're obviously like unmatched in terms of like K-pop and like the impact they've made.
Yeah.
But can I tell you something incredible?
Please.
And I might do this for the April show.
Great.
It's this or FedEx Kinko's for my obsession.
Okay, great. Love it.
So, okay. The album is called Arirang. And Arirang is a like traditional Korean folk song.
Mm-hmm.
And you've probably heard it. It's like it's like recognizable.
Okay.
So the picture, so the promo picture, it's the 7 of them and they're in like old-timey outfits and it looks kind of like a stenograph picture.
Oh, yes.
And they're doing this to honor what's called the Howard 7. And in the late 1800s, 7 Korean men left South Korea, which at that time was like oppressed by Japan, and sailed to America, attended Howard University. And that is where the first recording of South Korean music, because they sang Arirang.
Wow.
That's the first time that South Korean music was ever brought to the Western world.
Whoa.
These are and those were 7 men, 7 South Korean men. And BTS is 7 South Korean men who have like completed that cycle of bringing like Korean culture and music to the whole world.
Wow.
Is reincarnation real?
So, you think BTS is the reincarnation?
I'm not saying
the Howard 7.
I'm saying that it's possible.
That's something
crazy.
Wow.
Like, isn't that insane?
That is crazy. Yeah.
It makes me believe, and this corresponds to our like topic today, but it makes me believe that like the universe is a poem.
The universe.
Things get repeated. They come back around.
Oh my gosh. Like, this is fascinating.
Isn't that? I've spent a lot of time thinking about how, and they mean for you too. Like that's, they're clearly drawing a parallel for you. But yeah, it's just like, okay, so these 7 men at the turn of the century brought like South Korean culture and music to the world outside of South Korea for the first time.
Wow.
And then like 100 years later, no, like 120 years later, these other seven South Korean men did it. What are they, the reincarnated
I say they are.
group? I think, why not?
Why not?
Why not believe that? I
Why
think
not?
That makes life a lot more fun
Yes.
and less chaotic to believe that these 7 men have been reincarnated as the members of BTS.
yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
Their soul's mission is to like bring Korean culture to the world.
I love
and they've
it.
accomplished it. They did it.
They did it.
They did it.
Wow. Do they all get along in the band?
Oh yeah.
They do.
Yes. And I don't think it's fake.
That's so many people to like be in a band.
Well,
7 is so big.
7 is so many. Well, they have a specified leader.
Who's the leader?
RM. His name is
Okay.
RM. He's a rapper. He also is bilingual. So he
He can speak English.
can speak English and he's a genius. He taught himself how to speak English.
Can the other members?
Now they can, but they are still not as fluent. So RM is
Wow.
doing double duty. He's like the guy who
Yeah.
always has to be on, and he's also sort of
Hard.
like one of the visionaries for the group.
Whoa.
And in K-pop, it's very normal to have one person be the leader.
Yeah.
Like having a leader in a group is really important, and they take it really seriously. Like
Okay.
they're all friends, but RM is the one that they like see as their leader. They look to him.
Yeah.
And then Jin is the oldest, so it's
Oh.
like it goes RM, Jin. There's like a hierarchy.
Wow. How old are they? I was going to ask that. What are
At
their
this
ages?
point, they are between the ages of like mid-20s to early 30s.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Wow. This is so fascinating. I don't even know where to begin.
Have you ever watched a BTS like music video or
No.
anything?
No.
Well, the last thing I'll say about this new album is I think a lot of people came to know them through their like English pop hits, like
Yeah, I do know they're like Dynamite.
Dynamite, Butter, Permission to Dance. And that's fine because during the pandemic we needed like earworm bops.
Yeah.
In this album, they really go back to their roots in a very cool way, in a way that feels like we do not need to cater more than is necessary to the Western world because they know us now.
Great.
And there was even like a documentary that's come out about the making of this album, and it features
I
like
see it.
conversations with their like record label
Yeah.
that's like pushing them to like have more English lyrics, and they're like, no, we don't want to.
Now they have the power.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
They've had
and
the
there's so
power.
much to say. It's like compared to a lot of K-pop groups, BTS is so like involved in the making of their stuff.
Wow.
Like, oh yeah. Anyway, I'm obsessed with Arirang and BTS. I can't wait to see them. And are they the reincarnated?
I choose to
Public
believe yes.
7? Yes.
Choose to believe.
Maybe. Yes.
Wow. Very cool.
What are you obsessed with that you're excited to talk about?
This, I'm currently obsessed with the HBO show DTF St. Louis.
People are liking this show a lot.
It's really good.
wow.
I didn't really know what it was about. So I really was just like, Kyle and I really want we love a Sunday night appointment. We have Thursday with the Pit.
Oh.
We're like, we crave a Sunday night, like appointment television show.
agree.
And so I was like, oh, this has like 3 well-known actors. All I knew was that, and they tell you this in the beginning, this isn't a spoiler, that it's like 3 people, one of them ends up dead, basically. And so it's kind of like a thriller mystery comedy. It's really funny and really weird. Really weird.
Wow.
The tone, all I can describe is that it kind of feels like a dream. The whole, like the way like the dialogue is written is absolutely fascinating. The cast, first of all, it's Jason Bateman, David Harbour, and Linda Cardellini. Cardinelli. I always forget if it's Cardinelli or Cardellini.
Okay.
And then Richard Jenkins.
Wow.
Richard Jenkins is playing this amazing detective, and his like partner is this incredible actress from Wednesday, Joy Sunday. Beautiful, amazing actress who was like the popular girl in Wednesday.
Oh my God.
And I think she left Wednesday, and I was like, oh, that's weird. And probably to do this show. She's like the one of the series regulars holding her own with these like titans, and she's so good. Me and Kyle were saying we want a spin-off of just the detectives. They have the funniest because he plays like this, old white dude who it's like Richard Jenkins being the funniest version of himself, who's like closed-minded, and she is like this young, really smart detective, like putting him in his place in this really funny way, but they weirdly have this great camaraderie. And Linda's the main. It's just crazy.
I'm gonna start. I'll start with
you
DJ
and DJ would
sure.
really like it because I wasn't expecting it to be so funny and weird.
Yeah.
Like the dialogue, the way it's written is weird. And you're like, they repeat lines all the time in a way that's just like unsettling in a bizarre way. It feels like almost like Tim Robinson world, but way more grounded.
It feels like a James Joyce sort of.
It's weird. The language is strange and almost off. Like just the way they say things. Me and Kyle are always like, why are they like? I don't know, but it's really good.
Kind of zoom out in the last episode and realize it all took place in a snow globe.
Exactly. It feels like that.
Yeah.
You're like the way they keep this one character like repeats things all the time in a way that you're like feel disoriented, and then
TJ would love this because he loves Twin Peaks, which I think is so similar.
It's giving like it's really good. It's like Big Little Lies meets like David Lynch Twin Peaks in a way. And it's not as sexy as I thought it was going to be.
Well, that's the thing.
It's
I think
not.
when I saw the name DTF, I was like, this is like a raunchy, like buddy sex comedy, and that's fine.
Not at all.
But wow.
Like way less sex than you think. Like not at all even about, like it's like bizarre. I really thought it was going to be like a raunchy. They're like having a midlife crisis and just like having sex with each other.
Yeah.
No.
So at the time of recording, how many episodes?
5. And I think
out?
there's 7.
Total?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think it's almost done. We're like getting to the end.
We've started the newest season of Alone.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Alone is?
Alone?
It's the survival show.
No.
Holy crap. Okay.
Wow.
We'll talk all about Alone at some point.
Okay.
We bought the whole season on Amazon because the Hulu commercials were just like so bad. They were killing both of us. So we're like, I'll pay $20 just to not friggin' watch these.
Yes.
So we're working our way through that. Love on the Spectrum just came out.
Oh my God, it came out?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch that.
So that's coming out.
Jury Duty?
Up the Pit. I really have to start Jury Duty because our friend Lanisa is in it.
And now I'm really loving this season.
Oh my God. So, okay, I'm going to add DTF to the rotation.
I think you guys will really like it. The acting is really good. David Harbour is so good in it.
Wow.
And his acting, his character, it's so good. And I still don't know how it's going to end. Like, it's really fun.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Great. Seal of approval. So, fun fact, Obsessed is not just a podcast. We actually are a live show. So, if you find yourself in Los Angeles, we are going to be part of the Netflix is a Joke Festival on May 4th. And then we also have shows coming up on June 29th, July 20th, and basically every third Monday. They take place at Nico's in Atwater Village, an adorable wine bar. And it's so fun. We have our favorite comedians and friends come on and present on Obsessions. It's awesome. In addition, if you want to support the pod, go to backdrop.fm and become a Patreon. You get lots of bonus content. I think we're going to show you the vision board that me and Nina made. So yeah, head on over there and stay obsessed.
Now at McDonald's, a McDouble is $2.50, so you can get your gym gains on. Or just get lunch for only $2.50. Get more value on the under $3 menu.
Limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher for delivery.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Today's episode is about vision boarding.
Yeah, because we both really like vision boarding.
Yes.
We kind of swear by it.
Yes.
Nina, would you say that you are like a woo-woo person?
You know, I would say I am right down the middle. Like, I for sure believe in the power of words, and like the energy you put out into the world is absolutely the energy you get back.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to get on board with like crystals having power. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
like
total
charging
sense.
crystals. I don't necessarily believe in talismans and like physical things, but I absolutely believe in like there is a realm that we are attuned to, and truly like what you put out is what you get back. In a lot of ways. And like in I'm a big visualizer. I believe in the power of visualization.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on that spectrum?
Probably a little more than you.
Okay.
If me being like, is BTS the reincarnation of these guys?
Yes.
No. I really love tarot cards.
Okay.
I am actually a really good tarot card reader.
Great.
I have had a few moments where I'm like, am I a witch?
We all are, though. We all are.
Women
And
are all witches.
One of my best
yeah.
friends is a psychic, and I absolutely believe in that. And she is like, we're all psychic. It's just if you're attuned to that, you know, open to that.
I so agree with you. Yeah, I've had like dreams of stuff that ends up happening. I think intuitive people.
Yeah.
I count myself as like an intuitive person, not an intuitive. Like I'm not going to open up a shop, but
Yes.
there have been times in my life where I'm like, I don't know how I knew that thing, but I just knew
Yes.
it. You know?
Or do you ever get the feeling, sometimes Kyle laughs at me with this, but like I'll have a sense that like someone, like for instance, like if a delivery person is like in the back of our unit, our building, and not out the front. Like the other day I was like, I know the guy's here, even though I didn't get an update, and I know he's lost and he's in the back of our building. He's not coming in the front. I just had this feeling, and I walked back and he was right there, lost.
Sure enough.
And I was like, I'm a witch. I did it.
I'm a witch.
I am it. Burned me at the stake.
I just knew it. I guess when I was a kid, I would I don't remember this, but my mom swears. I guess I would like know pathways, and I'd be like,
There you go.
there's this thing over in that corner of the forest, and I would be right.
Children are very attuned though to like,
Oh yeah.
you know, I take my statement back maybe about crystals. Maybe it's just like the crystals I buy like in the Los Feliz shop
That's
that
the
I'm like, they're not coming from like, are they coming from the earth, or are they coming from a factory that someone made?
Well, and I think
They're not
especially
real crystals.
living in LA, it's very easy to see it as a just another branch of capitalism.
It is, and
Because it is.
because I believe in the power of nature 100%, and that like energy is imbued into things.
Yes.
It has to go somewhere.
Energy has to go somewhere. And I think that is the thing with vision boards.
Yeah.
Vision boards is really just like it's visualizing where you want your energy to go. And it's also creating sort of a like physical, or at least something you can look at, example of the thing that you want to be real. It's like making it one step closer to being real.
Yeah. It's interesting. I was just thinking like, I think a big part about all of this too is like, if you're someone who's like, well, crystals aren't real, that's just like the feeling you put on them, and then you're doing coincidences, but then that's still true though.
Exactly.
It's all like the same thing.
Yes.
It's like what you choose, you know,
I
like
totally
that's
know.
still real.
Yeah, it has become real.
It has become real.
So it is real.
Exactly.
It's a chicken or egg situation.
Exactly. So I do believe in that of like, or if people are like, well, psychics aren't real, it's just like a form of therapy. But I'm like, that's still real though.
Well, that's how I feel about tarot cards.
Yeah.
Like, what I always tell people before I do a reading, and I can read your tarot cards if you want
would
me
love
to
to.
when you come over
Please.
for our vision boarding session, because we're going to vision board about Obsessed.
Yes.
So this is doubling as like just a planning sesh for us. But what I tell people about tarot cards is like, the cards are not telling you anything. This isn't a like spell being cast or anything. You are having a conversation with yourself. You're the one, I'm telling you what these cards mean, and you're the one applying your story to them.
100%.
So it's not a like mind reading thing.
Yeah.
You're the one saying what these mean.
That's
to you.
so, it's not like, I always feel like, you know, people worry like, oh, you're going to hand me a card, it's going to mean something bad's happening to me, you're putting a curse on me. But it's like, no, you actually have the power. in a sense of like
Yeah.
how to interpret that
Right.
and where to go. I think people think they're very passive. Like you're not a passive participant in this. It's like it's a very active thing.
Yes.
Manifestation, visualization, all that stuff.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Okay.
how do you like to make a vision board?
I used to, well, I definitely make it on Canva.
Love Canva. Me too. That's what
I started making them on Canva, and so I used to print them out at our local print shop, and I would hang it like above my bed, so I would like sleep under it every night.
Cool.
And then since we moved, I didn't do that, but maybe I'll start doing that again. But I also have it, and I know you do too, as my phone background,
Yep.
so I can see it every day.
Yep. And someone told me about this trick because it's like something that you just sort of passively look at and take in.
Yeah.
Like every time you open your phone, you're not really looking at and taking in your wallpaper, but it is still there, like in the peripheral of your
Yeah.
consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think doing them. And so when do you do yours? When do you do your personal vision board?
I do my personal vision boards a couple ways kind of tell me that it's time to do one. One, just intuitively, I'll be like, it's time. I feel like I need to
Yeah.
revisit this.
Yeah.
And that tends to be 2 or 3 times a year
Interesting.
for me. And one almost always corresponds with like the end of the year. Like this one is from November
Okay.
and that I'm looking at right now. And it still feels like fresh and relevant, but it's April
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
And I could definitely I could absolutely update this. Not
Wow.
totally, but I could update some of it. And I also think that like it's so fun to see like how things have like come true.
I know. It's really, so I always make mine up on my birthday.
Oh,
I correspond it always to my birthday.
and that's for the year.
It's for the year.
Wow.
And I will, unless something's on there that I'm like, I don't want that anymore at all, then I'll change it. But I always do it on my birthday and set it the intention for like the count. And also, I wanted to ask you, how do you see time? Do you see it in a circle? Do you see it in a line? When you think of, because I see it in a line, and my friend was asking me this, she sees it in like a circle. Like as we go through the year, you're going like this and you're coming back to January. Whereas I see it like a literal line like this in my brain.
I think that I have typically seen it as a line that I am pushing through.
Mhm.
But when I actually step back, like give me a gummy and I'm like, it's all absolutely a circle. I do think that like some astrology, there's a lot of like credence to it.
Yeah.
I very much feel like moon cycles are a very real thing that impact us. Yesterday was a full moon and everyone was freaking being crazy.
Wait, it was a full moon yesterday?
Yes, and it was the Libra full moon called the pink moon because it
Okay.
shows up as pink. And I guess Libra is all about relationships.
Okay.
And like balanced relationships.
Mhm.
And I had so many people be like, my manager dropped me, but it never felt aligned. Hearing all these stories and like even relationship patterns coming back up. Like
Mhm.
we have our tax appointment tomorrow, which brings up a lot of like triggers for us because
Yes.
we've had some gnarly tax appointments
Yep.
before.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyway, and whether or not it's real, it
Yeah.
feels real because I'm applying meaning to it.
And then it's real.
And then it is real.
If you apply meaning to it, it becomes real.
So yeah, I would say that I really think of time as like the center of a tree
Interesting.
or like a ripple.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think that like stories come back around, themes come back around.
Yeah.
And yeah, once I like look at it that way, I can't unsee it.
That's so fascinating. Yeah, it's interesting to think how different people see it in their head. And it's like, I mean, specifically when I think of time, I see like a line with like the month names on it. And it's kind of like a line going that way, kind of to the side. And I just see the months. And it's like me almost like pushing them like that, like on like a a track or something. It's so weird.
Wow.
And it's just like, yeah. And so I think that's why I do my birthday. And I measure years by my birthday. I don't really like measure it by January. I realize like I really measure a year in my life as
your
my
birthday.
birthday. And so like the year starts over for me. I've never been a big like New Year's resolution person ever. It doesn't feel like a new year in January for me. A new year begins on my birthday.
Well, I will say the astrological energetic New Year is in
Yeah.
March. And that to me makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at the seasons,
Yeah.
like spring is beginning.
Yeah.
Spring is like the energy of new things coming up.
Rebirth.
That's the thing. I also
Winter is like hibernation.
Yes. And when the new year, January 1st,
Now.
we are still deep in hibernation.
That's why it never feels like a new year. I'm
It's
not
not.
like, woo.
It's not.
It's not.
That's the thing. I think I see time as seasons.
Yes, me too. 100%. Like in the quarters, honestly.
It's Q1, Q2, actually,
it
it's a
actually
nice way to
is.
think about
The
stuff.
seasons is truly how I feel comforted by time. And like, it's so, yeah, it's just interesting. And I realized that about myself probably in my 30s was when I really started to measure it by my birthday and just be like, this year, I'm looking at my year starting anew in August every year.
What's
It's
your
like
sign?
Leo.
You're a Leo. I knew it. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
Leo. And I forget what else my other stuff is because I do have my birth chart, but I can never remember.
That's why you have great hair. Leos always have no hair or really great hair.
I've been finding a lot of gray hair and I feel a certain way about it.
I know. Aging is a gift.
It's a gift. It's a gift and I'm happy.
but also
I
it's
was like,
weird.
holy shit. Yesterday I had 2 huge gray hairs and I was like, my hair follicles are dying.
I found one in my eyebrow recently, and that was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, "What is this? Is
gray
it a white
hair.
hair?"
yeah.
It
I
wasn't
have white
gray, it
eyebrows
was
too.
white. I really like. I like thinking of like white hair though.
Yeah.
I don't mind I don't know. Yeah.
Interesting.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Okay, so I make my vision board on Canva, then I have it where I can see it all the time, and I'm not embarrassed by it.
No, especially in these streets, especially the
No.
Philly streets. I make mine in Canva and also put it on my phone. But I will say, I went to Palm Springs last year. I went to Two Bunch Palms, which is listen, word to the wise. If you go in the dead heat of summer, it costs as much as staying at like a Hilton.
Amazing.
And this was like the best hotel experience I've ever had.
Oh my God, I wanna
And we
go.
lucked out. It was only like 90 degrees. It was perfect. They have all these like wellness things you can sign up for. And I signed up for a vision boarding class.
Cool.
And I walk in. Okay, they have this like dome that you go in where they hold their like yoga classes and everything. It's got like clay floors. And it's like in the dome, your vision boarding thing is about to start. I was like, great. So I walk in and it's this woman and she's got like a pile of magazines and like a whole craft section and everything. I find out I'm the only person who has signed up for this.
Great.
And yeah, and she was like, I mean, if you feel weird, you don't have to do it. I was like, you know what? Actually, no. This sounds great. It felt like when a babysitter just brings a bunch of crafts
Yes.
and like lets the kid hang out.
Yep.
That's exactly what it felt like. And I made for the first time, a like physical poster board vision board out of all of these clippings and everything. And I had that. I should bring it out and see what's kind of come back around because I had it sitting in the office for quite a while. And that was really cool to kind of physically see it and to make it like I put messages underneath the things that I would stick on top of it. And that's something you can also do in Canva.
Yeah.
You can literally write out an entire, like I think underneath all the pictures on my Canva vision boards, I have like actual sentences that I've written.
Cool.
And no one sees them, but they are energetically there.
Wow, I love that.
They're
Yeah, just put them
there.
on the background, like back position.
Put them in the back position.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a fun little.
I like a physical. I think like it's harder to do now because magazines aren't like growing up. We always had magazines in the house.
Right.
You went to a store, you plucked a magazine, but it's so impossible to just like I look at my house and I'm like, or my apartment, it's like, I don't have any magazines that I can cut up. we don't own them anymore.
I know.
And so it's hard to do a physical one, but a vision board making class is really fun.
Yeah.
Or like, and that's why I'm excited for our night. Cause I'm like, we're going to have a vision boarding night making a physical vision board.
Oh, so we're doing a physical vision
We should,
board.
right?
I think we should.
That'll be fun.
Okay, so then
We should each get a little poster board.
yeah. Okay, wait, yeah, let's talk about our vision boarding night.
Yeah.
So you're coming over
Yeah.
and we're
Or
gonna
we could just do it on Canva.
I don't know.
I know.
I'm like if
then we have to-
if we're doing it on Canva, then let's just make it a Zoom meeting. Like
know.
lame. Like
know.
you're coming over. We should maybe make this a
one.
physical thing.
I know.
Ooh. Okay. So if we make them physical,
Yeah.
are we making one together or are we making separate ones?
Well, we should each take one home, but should they be the same one? Like, it's like, do we just make two of the
Then
same
how do
one?
we do that with we're doing physical
It's
magazines?
hard. This is the issue.
Either like we have one and we make it on Canva,
Yeah.
and then we can both literally have it,
Exactly.
or I like the tactile.
I know, me too.
like craftiness.
well, you know what? We could do a visual vision board on what we could also write out physically in person, like manifestations and affirmations and goals.
Yes.
Like lists. And we can
Right.
make them really cute. So we can get like poster board and glitter and stickers.
Yeah.
So not actual cutting out stuff. And we can like make like a manifestation list, affirmations, like where we write on it, you know?
Yeah.
And does that make sense?
I think that makes sense.
yeah.
I think honestly, I feel like I have a really great Buy Nothing group,
Great.
and I think it actually wouldn't be hard to find magazines and
Great.
stuff. So I could at least have a pile.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a great magazine,
No.
because you don't know what you're going to find.
You don't know what you're going to find.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. And I think like, I just like, I can't imagine moving through life without a vision board
I know. It's
at this point.
It's been a
right?
really great way to like creatively set intentions and keep me aligned.
Yeah,
And it also is just an act of hope.
it is. It is.
You don't cast a vision unless you have hope for your future.
I know. And okay, so what is the craziest thing that came true on one of yours?
Okay, I'm looking at my vision board for 2025. I think I made this at the end of
I'm
24.
gonna open up my Canva.
And this is my favorite one I've ever made.
Like in 2025?
Yeah.
Okay,
isn't this
love.
beautiful. And I've got like a tarot card that I pulled.
Wow.
I always do that. I always pull a tarot card and then take a picture, upload that onto Canva, and put it as sort of my vision board. But there is a picture right here of a person on the backdrop of what is maybe like is some kind of like desert. And there's a film crew filming them, and their back is to
Yes.
the person taking the picture. And I had a really crazy realization. So when I shot this indie film in Sioux Falls last year.
Did.
This time last year I was filming it.
Wow.
Apparently it's almost done.
Hell yeah.
But I shot it, and we had a day where we went to the Sioux Falls Zoo,
Oh.
and I shot with a lion. I mean, I wasn't like in the cage with the lion, but this zoo, the lion area is decorated like a desert. And I had this realization that from the perspective of the lion, I look like this person
Wow.
with a film crew
You sure do.
against the backdrop of a desert.
Crazy.
Like, isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah.
And so that's the other thing with vision boards is the moments where you're like, wow, this isn't exactly how I like pictured it, but the thing that I put on my vision board is actually what's happening.
Mhm.
I also had a picture of a house.
And look,
Girl,
wow.
I know.
Wow.
And that was
huge.
and with a little pin that says
you are here. I love that little pin.
I do too. I have them everywhere, and that's something
so
I used again.
cute. Yeah.
That's something that I used again. Oh, I also have a practice at the end of each year where I put like 12 intentions of what to focus on for the year ahead.
Ooh.
And it's not really a like, that's going to be my main focus, but it is a like little reminder if I'm waffling on something
Yeah.
of what to do. And
Great.
the one that I pulled last year was perform live. So that was something to be focusing on.
That's very
So I
cool.
also took a picture of that, uploaded it onto
Wow.
the vision board. And
Do you only pull one a month?
or sorry, I didn't finish how I was doing it. I will get rid of one every night leading up to the new year.
Oh, and the one you're left with is the one that's for the year.
Yeah.
I've heard of this practice. I want to
It's
do
like-
it.
It's actually really great. And you can do it at any point. Maybe you should do
Yeah.
it leading up to your birthday.
Yeah, I should do it
But
leading
you
up.
don't look at what they are. So the one that you unravel on the last day is an actual surprise.
I love that. I'm going to do that for my birthday.
Yeah. And like mine was perform live for 2025. And that just put a little bit of extra intention into our live show, which
Yeah.
really took off in 25.
Yeah.
Bellingham Bay was created.
Is that in 25?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only a few months into 26,
Yeah,
I guess.
It was last
Wild.
year. So yeah, anyway, just putting that little bit of extra
That's
and
so
that was on my vision
cool.
board. There's a lot I could talk about.
That's so cool.
This episode is brought to you by Palmolive. Family time isn't just the big moments, it's weeknight dinners, sitting around the table, everyone talking all at once. So when the plates are empty and the sink is full, use Palmolive Ultra. Palmolive's most powerful formula removes up to 99.9% of grease, leaving your dishes sparkling clean. And the new convenient pump makes cleaning even easier, so you can spend less time tackling dishes and more time together. Shop now at palmolive.com.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What about you?
Okay, so what's crazy is, let's see. I had a lot came true, I think.
Is this your last year? Or
This is my current one.
Oh, the one you're in.
Yeah, the one I'm
right,
in.
The cycle you're in.
So the first thing I'm looking at is New Orleans 2025, and I did it in October.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Did you know you were going to go to New Orleans when you made this?
No, but I just wanted to. It was a city on my like little bucket list of travel that I really wanted to go to.
That's great.
New cozy apartment, 90s nostalgia kitchen.
That's you.
That's what we
That's
have.
your whole thing.
We have a cozy new apartment. Oh, and I also, so what's crazy, when Kyle and I were planning to move, I was like, I want to be moved by October 2025.
Mm-hmm.
We moved into our new place September 22nd, 2025.
Yep.
We were settled in October.
Great.
Deadline is on there.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Got in deadline. Okay, this one is like half. This is not quite, but I put star in an indie horror, and I did shoot an indie horror a few weeks ago. I wasn't the star of it, but you know what? It was an amazing scene, a really fun experience, and I'm getting there.
And also the edit isn't done.
One day,
Maybe
this actress,
you're going to show up to the premiere and you'll be like, am I the star of this movie?
It could happen. One scene, but it's a long scene. I was really proud of my work. It wasn't like an easy scene. And I was like, oh, that's so friggin' cool.
Exactly. That's the other thing. It makes, I think vision boards give you a perspective of like, it doesn't look exactly like how I would thought, but I still have something to be grateful for.
Oh,
that past me really wanted.
And also, I'm a big repeater on vision boards.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's stuff on here that say, like one of my goals was to write this new movie idea I have. And I haven't even gotten close to even outlining it, but I still want to do it. So I know that idea is going to follow me until it's done.
Exactly.
I want to tour my solo show in a new city. So like that, and I think, we've talked a lot about like having Obsessed in new cities and doing our
on this one.
and doing our solo show as part of Obsessed, like both of us have a solo show.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot there with like traveling and performing with Obsessed and both of our solo shows.
Yep.
And so I think like things I feel like it's ever evolving, right? And like there's certain things on previous vision boards that I'm like, that's no longer important to me.
Yeah.
And I release it.
I release it.
And there's
Yeah.
other things that it's like, well, that's going to keep coming with me all the time because it's something I always want.
Yeah.
And so I'm not going to. And I never feel pressure from a vision board. It's not like these things have to come true in this year.
Right. I also think there can just be something about an image that hits you. Like I've got orca whales all over my vision boards because orcas always like feature heavily in my work.
Yes,
somehow
they do.
And they were very important to me as a kid. And sometimes I'll just like be like, I just want a picture of an orca on this. I don't know what that's gonna mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's sometimes like
it sparks something in your brain.
And I will say that doing a physical vision board with like magazines and stuff can actually benefit that way of thinking of like energetically there's something about this thing I'm seeing. I'm just going to put it on the vision board because I trust
I'm drawn to it.
Yeah,
it's a
I'm drawn
feeling.
to it.
I saw, this is so funny. I'm getting my nails done tomorrow. And I was like, I want to do a design.
To get my nails done. What time are you going in?
Not to A Studio though, to my girl.
Right.
But 11 a.m.
You pivoted.
We pivoted.
Okay.
But I was like, I want to do a design. I never do a design. And I found this picture of these nails that when I say it unlocked something deep inside myself as like an inner child, it's these like black and white flowers, like daisies. But this pattern, I was like, I know I had this somewhere in the 90s childhood. I need to get these nails because I feel so comforted by this image in these colors.
And it's going to like energetically
make me happy.
Make you happy and put you in that mindset.
I was just like, and I'm not a design. I usually get neutral nails, but I saw this picture and I was like, this makes me feel comforted because it's reminding me of a pattern that was popular when I was a kid or like a youth. Like it just like unlocked this it scratched a part of my brain that had an itch, you know?
Absolutely.
And so I'm trying to like move throughout the world like that. Like I think a lot of times we're inundated with trends and fashion and style on TikTok. And it's really easy to fall prey to like, well, I want to look the way everyone else does. I want to dress. I know like right now everyone's into like the Carolyn Bessette 90s minimalism. And for a second I was like, well, I should just redo my whole wardrobe and be like that. But then I'm like, but I love color and I love whimsy.
You
and
have cute star clips in
little
your
star
hair.
clips. I just got this for my phone because I was like, I want like something lovely to look at and hold and
hold it. This is nice.
I know, I like it.
This is a really nice sensory. Nina has this really cool like beaded chain on her phone that is sparkly. It's got pink stars and it feels like nice in my hand.
It's just like a thing. I'm just trying to like the way we make our vision boards of like, I want to be surrounded by these ideas and hopes and dreams. I want that in my whole life. Like, I think the older we get, the more it's like, I don't care about staying on trend with anything.
Yes.
I want to create my home the way I want to create it. I want so much more in tune with like how things make me feel.
Oh, and
right?
Yes. And when that's the thing, like you're feeling your emotional self and that sort of like energetic ping, it really, that is like the door to your subconscious.
And David Lynch would agree.
David Lynch would sure agree with me.
Because he always says in that book, and we talked about it on the episode we just recorded, Catching the Big Fish, which is like a meditation on artistry and creativity.
It's a great book.
By David Lynch. What really struck with me is how he talks about how sometimes ideas just come from a color, a song, and you can just ruminate on it. Like my slasher movie came from a song I'm obsessed with, Eyes Without a Face. It's an old 80s song, and then there's been covers. You would probably know it.
I love that.
And I heard the song, and I had this vision of a scene. I didn't know where the scene was going to fit. And then it opened up, and like David Lynch says, you got to go deeper. You got to catch that big fish. There's a big fish waiting down at the bottom.
That's exactly it. And sometimes it takes years to figure out where that big fish is from that color that you were like, there's something about that color. For me, it's like deep, vibrant purple.
I love that.
There's a painting I saw in Marfa, Texas that is really just like purple, but it's every purple I've ever seen. And I just like sat there and stared at it forever. And I'm like, I don't know what is like coming out of me. There's something about that. in this painting and that exact reflection of color, there's a big fish under there.
I love that.
So maybe I put some purple in our vision board.
I love that.
Yeah.
Purple is we picked purple as the color of the cult for our movie for a reason. It's a powerful color.
It's incredibly powerful.
And I think colors, textures, you can see. So I think, that's the whole purpose of art, is it not? Like you literally go to a museum and you look at something and you're impacted by it and you don't necessarily know why. You can see a painting and be like, this speaks to me for some reason and I don't know why, but I'm so drawn to this collection of colors and images and textures.
And that's another thing I like about vision boards. You don't have to justify it to anyone but yourself.
No one.
You don't even have to justify it to yourself. You can be like, I just like it.
Yeah.
And there's something about that I want to have in my life.
I just went to a board party last weekend. Where everyone brings a board. Like I brought a Bortos, I called it a Portos board.
Oh, that's fun.
And so I got these because my friend bought a clipboard. So she brought a board that had hair clips, chip clips. It had paper clips. Another girl brought a bud board, so these tiny bud vases with a bunch of like petals and stuff. And I left mine at my friend's house. We made like little bud vases. It's really fun.
It's lovely.
But it would have been fun to bring a vision board and like have everyone make mini vision boards. That's what I'm going to do next year.
Yeah, do it next year.
I wanted to do Kyle gave me the idea to do Bob's Big Board, like Bob's Big Boy in Toluca Lake and get like a bunch of like food but it's really fun. But I think there's something powerful about the display of like ideas, even if it's like, any kind of like board people can make, something tactile.
Yeah.
I felt like we were just a bunch of little kids again. And it was like, we were all like in this house on the floor eating and crafting. And it was really fun and special.
Fun.
It was really
so when
cool.
we do our vision board night, let's say right now we're going to make one physical board.
Great.
And maybe it can be Sister of the Traveling Pants. Yeah. We can also take pictures of it.
Yes, I think so.
We can do that and we can make sure we hold on to it that way. Maybe Andrew, I think our vision board's going to be here.
Live in our producer's apartment.
Andrew, do you mind having our vision board displayed in your home so that we see it when we
you get to look at it every day.
Yeah, or maybe Nikos wouldn't mind
just keeping it up.
We should put it.
I love
Shut
it.
up. I just thought of a really fun secret thing we can do.
Hide it.
We can hide it in our like pictures that we show during the show. When we have like the Obsessed logo and stuff, we can somehow have our vision board secretly
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
I think we should make a physical board, one single one.
Yes.
And then we can have it, we can take pictures of it. And it's sort of the Traveling Pants kind of thing. Like you have it for a time, I'll have it for a time. Mm-hmm. If we travel, we'll bring it with us.
We'll secretly incorporate it sometimes into like our promos and stuff like that. And I think maybe, there can be some stuff that intuitively we both just put on it. Mm-hmm. And then there can be some like bigger things.
Yeah.
Like tour that we like intentionally put there. And maybe we both bring just whatever crafty stuff.
Yeah.
We know what.
I'm already thinking of things that I want to put on it that I'm so excited about and I see in our future.
I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun.
I think it's so overdue. And I think we're both really good about like planning and strategizing, but this is something like I also think like the longer we do this and how important it becomes to us is like, well, we have real goals. We want real things to happen with this. And it feels so special. It's one of those things where we were talking in the other episode of like how hard it is to make your own things and how creatively, and you have to really love it and feel called to it. And like our live show, like what we've created, I love it.
I feel so proud of it.
I never dread it. I'm like, I want to do this forever.
Yep.
Like no matter where our careers take us, it'd be so fun to always come back to this show.
And it didn't just happen. It has gotten to where it is because of very intentional
sheer force of will.
Intentional us being like, well, guess the fuck what? Like,
We're not going anywhere. And we're going to, guess what? This is really cool. And people are going to think it's really cool.
yeah. And we actually have news that we can't even announce right now.
I know.
That we're really excited to announce.
I know.
And we will. We have a date now that we can say something, but like stuff is happening with it.
And
you know?
And more than anything, and here's the truth of it, I would still do the show if 5 people came.
Me too, because it's coming out of our voices. This is important to us.
I know. And that's what's in like that first year when we did have like 5 people in the audience, it was still so fun.
That's the thing. Some of the best like obsessions happened to 5 people.
And like, I think, you know, there's a parable, I think, that Kyle always tells me or reminds me when I'm feeling like really down. And it's like, the greatest painter in the world, right? Say there's a painter, I'm going to butcher this, but like that painter, if he was on the top of a mountain alone, he would still paint.
Oh,
if no one saw.
That is
and it's
so
like,
true.
we would still do this show if no one came.
Yeah.
And it would be hard and we'd lose money.
It feels sad.
But
also,
it's still cathartic. And I mean, that's the beauty of Edinburgh, is it not? Sometimes you're doing a show for one goddamn person in the audience.
You really have to remind yourself why you're doing this.
And you have to love it. You have to love what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It back to what you were saying the other episode. It's like, why do this? It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's why do this if it's not fun and coming out of a like place that has to be heard?
I wish more and I'm really not trying to like sit on any sort of high horse right now at all. But, you know, we are in a city of a lot of people come here with hopes and dreams and expectations. And I've been here long enough now, almost 15 years.
Been here for forever.
Where I've seen a lot of people leave and a lot of people exit the industry completely.
Get bitter.
People
get so bitter.
And to me, it's like, you know, I just feel like I wish everyone could find their true north and follow that and stick to. And I get it. Like, right, this is a hard city. People have real responsibilities. They have families to take care of. Not everyone can be like privileged enough to like be out here doing it or like willing to sacrifice things. And I'm not saying you can't do those things.
Yeah, you can.
But you can. But I just know for myself, you know, there's just certain things that I'm like, well, I want this more, or I don't know, like my true north. I just know my true north and I'm so aligned. So it's like I'm structuring my life the way I want because of that. And like you can totally, I guess my hope for everyone is like to live your true north all the time.
And like your true north doesn't have to be this like grand thing.
It doesn't have to be your grand thing.
But I do think to bring it back to the vision boarding, a vision board really helps you clarify what your like true north things are. Like the stuff that lights you up, the stuff that feels like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
But like put it on the vision board.
I know.
One day you may like be like, I had a fairy tale castle in my vision board and the like flowers growing on the side of my apartment actually look a lot like the flowers in that picture of the castle that I put on my vision board. Like that stuff happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's just such a like check-in with yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, I can't wait for our vision boarding night.
I know, it's going to be really fun and special. And I think everyone should have some kind of vision board, even if it's a list of goals on your phone. You know, if you're not like a visually stimulated person, or if you're like, I don't want to do it. I think still having like a list of just like intentions for the year.
Again, it is taking something that is inside you and putting it out in the world.
Yeah.
Writing something down.
Yeah.
Putting a picture somewhere is literally the act of making it real and making it physical.
Yeah.
That's like witchcraft. That's like spell casting, actually.
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm excited.
Me too. This is going to be fun.
I know.
I can't wait. And we'll have wine.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe we'll have like Pride and Prejudice 2005 on in the background.
Perfect.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Oh, I can't wait.
Very excited.
Can't wait. Cool. Well,
okay.
You all can find me on all the social media at Catherine Bourne Taylor.
You can find me at Nina Concepcion everywhere.
Come to our live show, which is at Nico's in Atwater Village.
Yes. And you can follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at obsessed_the show. Yes. And please join backdrop.fm, become a member, get access to the podcast without ads.
Bonus stuff.
Really fun bonus stuff.
Maybe we'll even put like our vision board only on
that's fun.
The backdrop.fm.
That's really fun.
something.
We should do that.
Yeah.
And you get access to all the other amazing shows on the network. So check it out and
Stay obsessed.
Have you ever wondered what businesses are doing and should be doing to tackle climate change? Then check out the award-winning and chart-topping podcast, Climate Rising, produced by Harvard Business School and hosted by me, Professor Mike Toffel. Recently named one of the best environmental podcasts by Earth.org, Climate Rising shares a behind-the-scenes look at how some of the world's top entrepreneurs and business leaders are addressing climate change, from climate storytelling and marketing to AI, regenerative agriculture, and beyond. Don't miss out. Follow and listen to Climate Rising wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you want the truth about the organic food on your plate? Then check out the chart-topping Real Organic podcast. Recently named one of the best climate podcasts by Earth.org, it's hosted by Dave Chapman and me, Lindley Dixon. Each week, we feature eye-opening interviews with farmers, scientists, authors, and journalists to uncover the forces reshaping the food system, from why corporate lobbying is redefining what organic means to how organic farmers are fighting back. So don't miss it. Follow and listen to the Real Organic podcast wherever you get your podcasts.